So it's a new year. And there's something about the year change, this real clear marking of the passage of time that tunes us into the fact that there's been so much time behind us and only a limited time ahead of us. And so we reflect on who we want to be, what we want to become in life. As a result, we make these things called New Year's resolutions. So let's look at the word resolution and think about what that means for our behavior change or our goals in life. And also look at a couple other words that are different kinds of labels for our process of becoming our best selves. So the word resolution really refers to us wanting to do or not do something. It's like a firm commitment. So for example, someone might say that they have a resolution to stop smoking or a resolution to start exercising every day. So there's this dichotomous nature to the word resolution, and it's more limiting. You either get it accomplished or not, or you change this or you don't. And because of that, I mean, it can be simple to think about it, and it might be where we want to end up, but as something that motivates you, it's got a finality to it. It also sort of sets you up for failure, so that if you make a resolution to stop smoking and you do that great for a week and a half, and then you slip up one day, there's a tendency to think that you failed at achieving that New Year's resolution. So that's resolution. Again, it's a clear commitment one way or another about something, and it doesn't have a lot of flexibility to it. It's pretty dichotomous, but it's pretty firm, and it's a clear commitment. We can think also about what's called an intention. Now, the word intention has several definitions, but sort of in this context, one way to think about it is what we hope will come of a situation, or our aim or goal of what we want to accomplish or who we want to be. In a spiritual context, there might also be this element of how we want to move through that time and engage with life. So for example, here's one that I've done. I want to engage more mindfully in my work. So that means when I'm working, be less susceptible to distraction, stay on task more. There's a lot of ways that that mindfulness could come out. Another intention might be to be kind to everyone. Just really work on responding kindly first to whoever you engage with. And again, that's a way of being. Or you might have an intention for an interaction that I'm hoping when we're done with this conversation, we have a clear understanding of where each of us is coming from. So that's intention. And intention it's not as clear about exactly yes or no, you're going to do this or not do this, you're going to be this way or not be this way, but it's almost like it's setting up a target to which you're moving. And so it has this dynamic nature to it. It's like cutting grooves in a path that you're more likely that your actions will follow, especially if you keep reminding yourself of what your intention is. So that's intention. It's more flexible, more fluid, and a little bit more, motivating perhaps than a resolution. We can also think about something that's kind of like even at the highest and much higher end of human development and potential, and that's the word aspiration. Aspiration, you look at the root of that being aspire, and aspire, so an aspiration could be, what do we aspire to be? It has this vision to it. It's sort of like, who do I want to become if I'm fully become who I want to be? So for me, an aspiration is to be a holy, compassionate person. And that doesn't mean I'll be perfect, but that's what I aspire to be. That's this like beacon that I hold up there to pull me along, motivate me. So it's a little grander than an intention, but it's not completely that different. And that's the thing about these ways of thinking, resolution, intention, or aspiration, is they're not mutually exclusive. There can be a lot of overlap. But I'm just trying to get you to think a little bit about the different ways we can motivate ourselves moving forward, and that there's a lot more flexibility in intention in particular than there is in resolution. And it really is a very practical way of thinking about motivating yourself moving ahead.